and play back that video, Archie. Well, let me hear what this man, this Rowley, who is sitting down hugging up a whole house owner, talk about Rodney Charles MP, a man of class, a man of distinction, an elder in the country who has served his country well, who served his family, his wife, and his children very well, who served his community with the utmost respect, character, decorum, and discipline. Let me hear what Rowley say about Rodney Charles.
And that little dirty mouth, flea-laden, lice-covered Rodney Charles. And that little dirty mouth, flea-laden, lice-covered Rodney Charles.
Dirty mouth. Rodney Charles speaks the Queen's English. Lice-covered. I have a bald head, Rowley. You have a bald head. Rodney Charles have a bald head. Bald head people cannot get lice. Flea-infested. I don't even know that Rodney Charles is so much of a dog lover. He may have a dog in the yard. Where these words come from? And first and foremost, to see the Minister of Education with the space between she leg, between she teeth. Here I'm talking about Rowley, yes? The space between she teeth skinning at Rowley's ridiculous comment. And she's the Minister of Education who just got up to say, parents, show responsibility. And showing responsibility, her Prime Minister, who made her deputy, and she being a deputy is so essential, that he's so potent, that this man stood there and berated and attacked another human being without any reason, rhyme or reason. You see, if you say, Rodney Charles, your head shining, all right. And if your bald head shining, okay. Your beard gray, yeah, all right. But lice-ridden, how Rodney Charles have lice? He don't have lice. He can't have lice. He have no hair. And Rodney Charles says, why the lice comment? I will not step into the gutter with Dr. Keith Rowley, Naparima MP, Rodney Charles said yesterday, as he responded to Prime Minister's attack on him. I prefer to do like Mia Motley and maintain the high ground of class, erudition, and enlightenment. Rowley said in a meeting describing Charles, that little dirty mouth, flea-laden, lice-covered MP, right? This piece of nothingness, this worthlessness gets up and says that we are engaged somehow to receive the proceeds of human trafficking. Furthermore, Rowley, no one ever said, you see what Rowley likes to do? He likes to concoct, manufacture a non-existent statement and then staple it to a problem that he has proving. A corrupt problem that he has and he cannot explain. He lets them, and the media allows him to do that nonsense. I was the first one who started talking about Balize House and showing Kusals, Junior Sammy, Earth Movers. I showed you all video after video of different contractors who get and benefit from contracts under the PNM, just dumping and dumping steel beam, concrete, and so on. I am the first one who said, where's the money coming from for that 120 million edifice? Because the PNM did not sell no raffle ticket. Rowley was by Price Mart with Fitzgerald Hines and they probably sell 3 tickets in 4 hours. And no amount of raffle ticket could make $120 million. And we are calling on the media, the FIU, the police, the fraud squad to investigate the donations being given for air conditioning in that Balize house. How is that going up? Where's the money coming from? Remember Land 8? Land 8 was an press play on that. Up to the sky. Balize house. Did they use some of Tranquility government land? How is it going up so high? Look at the square footage. Look how huge it is. Look at Balize house. Approximately $80 to $100 million worth of construction. Who is the contractor? I pass here frequently and I've seen different contractors daily just coming in. Is this the P&M Balize landed? Is it? What is the lease say? Can this old Balize house exist with the new structure, or does the lease say that there's only one building per plot of land? So everything crumble, but Balize house and the P&M rising. Well, you go ahead, vote race. And Keith Christopher Rowley cannot explain that. He cannot explain where the money is coming from for the P&M to build that $120 million structure. What account is the General Counsel of the P&M writing checks to suppliers for? Who are the hardware? Who are the contractor? Where they got the material from? Where they got the steel? How they pay the labor? Where's the tender process? How 6 different contractors come in every day? How many contractors billing it? Where the bills? Where the receipts? FIU, police, Earl Christopher. You see, you don't care. So Rowley cannot understand and cannot explain that, saying about donations. Really? Donations, 120 million donations for what? To do what? From whom? So he comes now to throw something, human trafficking, and mix up thing and throw in Balize house in the couture to try and see if he can escape asking. But the media, you all allow him to go. You all allow him to say he don't know this man when it's impossible. How a prime minister reach there, how he eat there, why they went there, how the AG there, how he so comfortable there in the man house. A prime minister can't just go in somebody else just so. They don't do that. They don't operate so. The P&M don't operate so. So I ask you, also as we move on, Rodney Charles have no lice because he bald. He don't really like dogs and don't play with dogs too much, so how he get flea ridden? And how he's a nothingness, and where that hatred and venom comes for with such a useless personal attack that's not even based on anything, Rowley, where that comes from? You know where it comes from, Rowley? Now I throw on my Douglas hat. African half and Indian half. People with live, long, straight hair that's get lice. Dead hair, weave and wig and thing, like what bundles and them have, that don't get live. That don't get lice. Because lice only go on live hair. You see that? It don't go there. So the proliferation of those children in schools, when you used to go in school, when lice used to be an issue, would be East Indian children. White children to a lesser extent, but they're in the minority. Chinese children to a lesser extent, they're in the minority. But when you heard about when this one was in school and developing his social skills, growth and maturational stages, if there was any lice outbreak in a primary school or a secondary school, it will be an Indian child because of the type of hair that they have. Now you see where he was going? You see how nasty and evil this human being is? Because you all can't tell me that Rodney Charles, a bald like me, lice don't enter the picture. We can't have, because we have no hair. It's non-existent. So it had to be a concoction of an evil racist mind by suggesting that Rodney Charles, thank you Archie, Rodney Charles is associated with Indian, East Indian with straight hair. That is the breeding ground back in the days for lice. And therefore the lice jump off the Indian head onto Rodney Charles' bald head. That's what this nasty whistleblower, who some of you all call Prime Minister, was saying. Do you see how divisive and evil and nasty? That is why this man don't mind his own children. He is sick. And I mean that in a serious way. Not no joke thing. It's a sick individual.